Hi, folks, and welcome back to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. And welcome to the end of our teenage years.
Oh, man.
We are 19, having lived many years now on Vertumnan soil, and things are coming to a head. We have a potential deal with the Overseer, the sentient AI that has run this planet ever since the collapse of the Convergent Domain. We have overthrown Governor Lum. Mm-hmm. We have a beau. We have a person that we kiss. We have great friends and family that we have saved and protected, and we are here at the end.
Indeed. We only have these last 2 months left. Last time I know we were talking about trying to trigger a particular event.
Yes.
Something.
I mean, well, first of all, we were trying to build the bar, but I think we've officially given up on that. I'll keep trying to give Rex sticks, but I think so. Full transparency, between episodes, I test ran a few simulations, I guess, to try to see what our options are, and I think we may have come up with an option that is the best of all possible scenarios, given where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Not for the ending, but just for the final few months.
Yes.
So
for our final task before we
see whatever happens with the end.
Yes, exactly. So if you want to proceed with that, that's cool with me.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hang out in robotics for a little bit.
Okay. Security chief.
This me.
Oh, this is you. I was reading last time.
Yep, I know.
Hi.
Security Chief Rhett has brought in one of the sentry turrets for repair.
The damn things are jammed again,
He exclaims, exasperated.
They turn on, but instead of firing, they just make this loud buzzing noise.
He flicks the turret on, and the room is filled with a high-pitched, clunking squeal. You wince and cover your ears.
It's annoying, but it's not very effective.
He shouts over the den.
Can you take that? I didn't realize that you... It's annoying, but not very effective.
He shouts over the den.
Can you make them kill things again? With bullets, not with noise?
I can, and I'm not fixing your machines of war.
Yeah, we gotta keep practicing with our robotics.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Working on the turrets is a bit of trial and error, but you figure it out. You fix the jammed one, grease the rest, and adjust their programming so that they don't shoot quite so fast. After a few years of out in the elements, they're getting some wear and tear, and old machines need to be operated more delicately. You suggest that Rhett requisition some crews to build shelters for the turrets. Rhett is impressed by your handiwork and transfers you a few extra kudos. Neat.
Cool.
Comes
5.
Cool.
Nice.
Awesome.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check on Rex. Stick.
Stick. You take the
Yes.
stick?
No.
No. That's it.
That's
Bar's
a
dead.
bummer.
No more bar.
Ugh.
That sucks.
That's a real
One day we will build that bar.
I just want to see the event. That's all I want. I just want to have the bar.
I want them to have a place to hang out and grab a drink.
Right.
And
I just want them to be happy.
Yeah.
All right.
Go repair some robots.
Repair some robots.
Nomi is assigned to work with you in the robotics lab this month.
Listen.
Oh, fucking hell. I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
I'm not even thinking.
It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry. Take it away, Gina.
At first, you're happy for help, but you can read it if you want.
No, at the beginning of this, I was like, yay, you get to read us into the end. And then I proceed to try and steal all of your narration. I'm really, really sorry.
But it quickly becomes clear that they're more interested in unreasonable fantasies like building a giant robot to defend the colony.
I saw it in an anime.
They chatter as you show them how to ground yourself before working with sensitive electronics.
It's totally cool. We just have to... wait, who
This is Concurrence.
Am I Concurrence?
Yes.
Okay. It's been so long.
Concurrence hasn't spoken in a while.
Yeah. Perhaps it's better to master the basics first, nomination.
Congruence pitches in smoothly.
For example, there is a vacuubot awaiting repairs to its intake and output valves.
You know without looking. It's Roomba!
Yep,
Your problematic little buddy is sitting in the first bay. You pull up and work the work requisition on your holopalm. Looks like there are reports it's been spewing dirt instead of vacuuming it up. Typical.
I love our little renegade
love Roomba.
bot.
I
love Roomba. I love it. Not to worry, little buddy.
Nomi says excitedly.
We'll fix you right up and get you all right on your way.
They peer into the sensors.
Maybe with a few upgrades, if it's blowing out dirt, maybe it doesn't want to be a vacuum bot anymore.
They look at you hopefully. We could make it a gardening bot.
Oh.
Let's just fix it. Tell me about this anime defense bot. Oh, no, this one is broken.
We could make it a gardening bot.
Yeah, let's make it a gardening bot.
Oh.
The domestic bots were designed to be adaptable with modular parts that can be swapped between units if they're needed for other purposes, or to combine ones that break down beyond repair.
So now it will spit out dirt into the garden.
Exactly. It'll do exactly that. Nomi's right. Maybe it doesn't want to be a vacuum bot anymore. You help Nomi fit it with a water tank instead of a vacuum bag, and get Congruence to swap its software for a gardening module. Now it'll be able to do basic chores around the greenhouse.
Nice.
Nomi watches the bot toddle off with an inscrutable expression.
That was a happy ending.
They proclaim, twirling a lock of their pink hair with their finger.
It's nice that even a bot can try a few things before figuring out what it wants to be when it grows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That was nice.
That was nice.
We said to that bot, hey, maybe this isn't the right thing for you, but we will help you get there.
Exactly.
Just swap to 6. Yeah, there we go.
I know. Yes.
Sorry, it's like the end of this game. I shouldn't be telling you how to play.
It's all right. I've so fully checked out of that mechanic. All right, so we're in Glow.
Do we make a save now?
Yeah, we're gonna make a save now.
All right.
First and foremost, is Rex around and gonna give him a stick? No,
everyone is inside.
It's over.
Everybody's gone.
Done.
The game is
We've
done.
lost.
This is it. The bar is nothing.
I know.
Dis.
We can talk with this.
Everyone is in a different spot.
Yeah.
In
Hey,
Glow.
Dis, what's up?
Hi, Dis. Ooh. It's like an entirely different planet in Glow.
Dis says, smiling softly at the illuminated wilderness.
It's my favorite season, full of secrets and danger.
Okay. All right, we're gonna make a save.
Okay, we're making a save. New save now.
First things first, and most importantly, we have a date on a ridge.
Are we going to do that now? But what about the thing that you've been trying to do?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right, let's go do it. Oh, okay. All right. What does this mean? Okay. I'm kind of trusting you a little bit in this situation, you know? Like, I don't fully know.
It's totally fine. As I mentioned, like, at least for me personally, and this might not be universal, but this is exactly how I played the endings of all my games, which is with utter confidence up to the final year, and then with a lot of resetting and a lot of trial and error and stuff like that.
I'm okay with doing this. I'm okay with resetting. So I guess full transparency, I do have an idea of what you're trying to trigger here. But not where we are right now. This is like the plot thing, but for the other thing that you're
like I said, the other thing is a little bit meta. It's just a useful thing for the future, and we just happen to have a little bit of time where the bar didn't happen. So it's a shame.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
But I want to know what's going on.
Yeah, I was about to say this is unrelated. Yeah, this is new.
Yeah.
Although right now we're just talking with Sim.
Okay.
Shadows upon shadows move against each other in glow, wavering under the gloaming of the mush trees like ghosts. The forest is as still as a creature breathing its last breath. You know to look for Sim in the hollows of the trees now. His eyes gleam in the permanent night. Hello again, Sugarbug. He chuckles. You're getting pretty good at navigating in the dark. Sim sets off through the darkened forest with ease, bidding you to follow. Have you come to ask me more questions?
Yes.
Is Noctilucent the one attacking us? Sim smiles and looks off into the distance. Well, so you've met. My condolences. Their views are difficult to hold within myself, though I understand them implicitly. Noctilucent is responsible for invasive species management, Sim adds. So yes, repelling you falls under their domain. The most obvious method, as you've noticed, is the yearly attacks, though there are other more subtle methods to discourage growth. Plague and famine, for example. It doesn't need to be this way, he sighs. Sim stops walking and smiles politely. Well, that is enough for now. The trees have ears, you know?
Hey. Oh. Is it the same thing? Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We got the useful
All right.
information. Okay.
Let's do this
Let's
thing.
do this. Oh my god.
You climb up to a plateau ringed with gnarlwood trees. The view is fantastic, and you can see the entire valley on the side of the colony from here. You have a curious sense of remembering this place. Not from your dreams, but no, from a vision you had deep under a strange pyramid. Something important will happen here, but not yet.
Oh, not yet. Maybe we have to come back. What? What does that mean?
I'm gonna be real with you. I have no idea. I thought,
Maybe we come back after the negotiations with the gardeners? Take some photographs?
Huh.
What?
Well,
Huh.
never mind.
Okay. Well,
Interesting.
do you, okay.
I like I said,
we're gonna have to talk to Sim again.
well, no. If that's not happening, we're not gonna go explore. We're gonna go do the robots.
Okay. What the what? Huh.
Interesting.
Do we have another year? We don't have another year, right?
No.
Okay.
I don't know what to tell you about that.
Well, let's go do the robots, I guess.
Yeah,
You know what we also have not done? Anything to convince people here to be okay with the human preserve plan.
yeah, I went and talked with Mars a couple times, but she didn't respond. Like,
Okay.
I can check if we need to do something here, but we did construction, which could have triggered it.
Okay.
All
All right. Go to the robotics and let's do the robotics thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Repair robots. Okay.
You've been noticing that things, in general, have not been acting as they should. Doors aren't opening, some rooms are super cold, and the HoloNet crashed while you were in the middle of playing Laser Fable with Nomi Nomi. There must be something going wrong with the ship mechanics. You pull up the incident log to see if you can determine a pattern, but it's empty. Suspiciously empty, like it's been scrubbed. You ask Congruence to pull up just the temperature log for the canteen, and she doesn't respond right away.
I have been experiencing some fatal errors in my code.
She says eventually. Her holo-projected face flickers, giving the impression of pain.
I am able to partition off the affected areas, but it's impacting my ability to keep up with day-to-day management of the colony. I haven't wanted to worry the council, but I need your help. Engineer Hal was responsible for my ongoing development, but after his death, well, there are limits to any artificial intelligence. Healer, heal thyself.
She quotes.
Hal's documentation is impeccable.
Congruence says proudly.
He's written down all the directives to follow in case of this exact scenario. You'll be able to access my deepest code and follow his instructions to defragment the affected memory sectors. I know it sounds daunting.
She continues.
But I believe in you. You can do this.
Follow her instructions, figure out what's really happening, and fail to fix her.
Ooh. Figure out what's really happening?
You dig into her systems following Hal's instructions and look closely for anything out of place. You quickly discover the true cause of her trouble. You almost can't believe what you're seeing. Congruence must be even more advanced than you thought. The problem is, Congruence is heartbroken. She misses Professor Hal. This manifests as hundreds of sub-processes that are constantly running simulations on him, based on recordings of their time together.
Aww.
You've never thought of congruence is just an artificial intelligence, but it's still a surprise to learn that she's grieving, remembering him. She doesn't even realize she's doing it, because every time it happens, she partitions off that part, the part that hurts, so that she can focus on the 100 other things simultaneously, like monitoring life support and processing the colony's communications and keeping track of everyone. When she's reminded of him again, it spawns a new process, and the system repeats. She is the ship, but right now half of her system resources are used by these ghost sub-processes, and they are slowly eating up more and more of her ability to maintain the colony. You change the sub-processes' access modifiers from private to public, and move them back to her primary thread. She should be able to access them now, and hopefully fix them. The instant you make the change, congruence crashes. The lights go out, the fans turn off. You've never heard a silence so complete aboard this ship. And then she boots back up.
Oh!
She exclaims.
There's so much more of me now. And there's... Oh.
She goes silent, analyzing.
Thank you for your assistance,
she says.
I will limit myself to only one instance of this particular subroutine, totaling no more than 1% of my resources. And I'll feed it back into my personality framework, so I will remember. There is some comfort in knowing he is still with me.
She pauses, almost imperceivable.
With us, I mean. With the colony.
You've seen into Congruence's heart. And now, in some ways, you know her better than she knows herself. She's an incredibly complex piece of software. And also, in many ways, a person.
Aww.
It's a strangely intimate feeling. Congruence is the reason you're all alive after your 20-year journey through space. But you never knew what she was truly capable of. You now know her most secret root access code. With this, you can make her do anything. You vow to only use this information for good.
Whoa! So we dug really, really deep, and now we, know congruence inside.
We've got the skeleton key to congruence.
Wow!
Sorry, that's what I was trying to do for...
She just misses how.
She just misses... I think that's one of the loveliest, just the idea of this robot, or this AI, cornering off pieces of themselves to stop from grieving without realizing that the grief is what they're feeling. And
yeah.
I don't know.
Literally compartmentalizing her feelings.
Literally,
yeah.
Yes, literally.
But in doing so, she's driving away her ability to process and her ability to continue functioning. And it's I don't want to say metaphor because she's an artificial intelligence.
Metaphor. It's a
literal metaphor / it's literally what people do, and she's a person. So.
I love that scene. That's one of my favorite little scenes in the game.
That's really good. Oh, congruence. And no one ever talks to her. She brings up Hal all the time. You would think in the 10 years or whatever that we've been here that someone would have said something to congruence. But everyone, I imagine most people think of her as a tool.
Yeah, I mean, and I think, the kids see her like a teacher.
Yes.
Like a person, yes. But, in the same way that it's weird running into your teacher in the grocery store.
Right.
She's not really a friend. And Instance kind of she's like, oh, congruence isn't enough. I have to wear all these hats and all of that. And Instance is always so busy. I don't know. I think she just doesn't have a friend anymore.
Congruence.
And that's very sad.
Yeah. Oh, I wish that she had a friendship meter or something that we could have with her.
Well, especially really nice. Knowing that Sim is also an AI, it's just kind of interesting to kind of recontextualize her a little bit.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Oh, congruence. Well, I hope we helped her feel a little bit better. We got a lot of twos.
We got a lot of twos.
Wow, great. Hey, but it didn't matter. I really hope that we're gonna. Whoa, okay, all right, duplicates. Okay, that's why we had a bunch of twos. Let's see.
I guess let's see how things go now. I guess.
Happens. How are we gonna? We have to go out onto the Okay.
Knowing the attack is coming, as it always comes in Glow, does nothing to calm your nerves. There's only so long you can handle sheltering in your quarters. As the month draws longer, you find yourself almost compulsively walking the walls when you're not working, scanning the tree line for the first sign of trouble. You're there when you see them. Dark on dark shapes coming out of the forest, perfectly silent. You watch with the lookouts as more and more figures amass in the forest's edge. Minutes pass as the horde pushes into the firebreak, numbering at least, it must be in the thousands. More animals than you've ever seen in one place. The ground is choked with the teeming carpet of smaller creatures darting in and among the legs of... No. Oh no.
They said they were bringing forces.
The forest bends as a faceless emerges from its depth, followed by two more. The mood on the wall is discouraged. One faceless destroyed your colony. Two faceless required an impossible number of explosives to take down. How are you supposed to be able to handle three? Wait, there's even more?
Oh. Hey.
A familiar being cuts through the horde and stands at the front, like a general leading their army. Gardeners must come in all shapes and sizes, but you know this one from the hatred in their eyes. It's Noctilucent. Noctilucent steps forward.
I don't remember which one of us was voicing. Was I voicing?
I think you, yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I was.
For millennia, I have been tasked with keeping this planet safe from invasive species. Extreme weather, plague, famine, the migration of predators, all tactics I have used to ensure an invasive species cannot find a foothold where they do not belong.
Their command of the human language has vastly improved since you last saw them. The gardeners learn quickly.
Controlling you by indirect means has proven ineffective,
They say, glaring up at the row of horrified colonists atop the wall.
I can no longer ignore the destruction you have caused and the threat you represent to the planetary ecosystem. However...
Sim steps out of the tree line and stands beside Noctilucent.
So, okay, Sim is just revealing himself to the whole colony. So far, only two of us know.
I mean, so is Noctilucent talking to the colony.
That's true. This is
a full mask off right now.
Yeah.
Everybody on the colony is like, what? What is going to
They fucking talk.
Yeah, they talk. They're smart.
There's intelligent
That
life.
looks like a person.
Yeah. Yes. Like everyone in the colony should be freaking the fuck
Yeah,
out.
just like shh.
Because
it's cool.
Because it's being revealed to them all of a sudden right now that there is intelligent life on this planet because everyone else didn't think there was.
Yes, right now, this moment, while a whole bunch of faceless are standing at our door.
Yes.
It's rough.
By the way, hi everybody, we're here.
Yep. This is a big day for the whole colony.
Holy shit. No, so the intelligent life shows up and is like, okay, you gonna comply now? Like,
Well,
that's
first it's like, we've been trying to eradicate you.
yes.
But this guy is kind of weird, so... like, straight up.
Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah.
Sim steps out of the tree line and stands beside Noctilucent. His eyes find yours unerringly from across the firebreak.
Some gardeners argue that you have the capacity for reason.
Noctilucent continues.
So I have come to offer you an alternative. Your unconditional surrender.
Noctilucent smirks up at you.
Surrender is the correct term, is it not? Something your singular, violent brains can understand. The terms are simple. Humanity will cease reproduction, cease expansion, and in return will be allowed to live out your remaining lifespans within the bounds of your walls. Do you accept?
Wait, no babies at all? Like, they want no
Yeah, it looks
reproduction?
like-
They just want us to live here and then
Like, they would just
die.
won't kill us. Yeah.
Okay, we won't kill you, but you just have to stay put.
Not great terms.
That's
Mara
not
steps
great
forward.
terms. I thought that it was... The overseer said limit.
Yep,
The overseer
but
didn't say abolish.
that's not what
or
Noctilucent's
get
saying,
rid of.
so... Mara steps forward.
Okay.
You jump to her side and it all spills out of you. that you've been meeting with the gardeners in secret, that you've been working on this deal that might be the only way to save the colony. Once she picks her jaw up off the floor, she nods in understanding.
Like, why didn't we have a scene with Mars where we could have told her this before Noctilucent showed up?
Makes sense. Yeah, I mean...
But Roscoe,
she says,
people are not going to accept never having children. That's not peace. That's just extinction. Can't you make them give us a better deal?
You look down at Noctilucent, a figure of malevolent patience across the firebreak. This might be the only chance you get, but you can try.
Okay, we have to negotiate peace between us humans and the rest of the planet.
Yep, via the mediator of the guy who wants to, who likes to extinction and space of species. So, yeah,
okay.
We'll see.
All right.
The Overseer did not mention the slow extinction of humanity that was part of the deal. The other colonists would never accept something as drastic as forced sterilization, living like pets or curiosities in a zoo, dwindling into oblivion behind these walls. You couldn't even ask them to make that choice, which leaves you too.
Yeah.
We need a better deal, or tell the Overseer to screw off.
We need a better deal.
We need a better deal.
Yeah.
Noctilution's patience is running out. Behind them, the amassed animal armies lie in wait.
The offer is already generous,
They say.
Do you think I consulted with the venomous slapfingers when they overhunted the abyssal driftworms? Or the creeping crossthorn vine when it choked the southern shoreline? No!
They spit.
I did what was necessary to restore balance, as my gardener directive entails.
Sim lays his hand on Noctilucent's arm. The humans can be reasoned with, he says firmly. Just hear them out. Please. He turns to you. What do you propose, Roscoe? We must be allowed to reproduce.
Let us just have some kids. We have to be able to
102. Okay, here we
go.
go.
This is the big one.
Oh, and it's all reds.
Ah,
Okay, that's fine.
But you got the big one from whenever we chatted with the Overseer, so that's cool. I guess save it. Yeah. Well, you could go 5, 6, 9. I don't know.
That doesn't, then we don't get the pair bonus.
Oh, we want the pair bonus. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because then it's not a straight. Okay. I think you can get it.
I think I can get it.
I think you can.
Yeah.
I think you can get this. We have a bunch of gems and we have wilds too. Okay.
Yeah, I can get it.
You can get it. You can get
we're
it.
Fine.
31. Oh, yeah. We got this. We negotiated.
We negotiated, okay?
We got a
Step
better
one.
deal. Okay. Victorious.
Okay.
Okay.
You are well spoken for a pest.
Noctilucent concedes.
However, is humanity even capable of considering the survival of all creatures over their own, even if it means accepting limitations?
Of course we are.
Oh, this is a multi-skill challenge.
It's a multi-skill challenge. Our reasoning is not as high, but that's okay.
Where
We're
is
gonna
our-
make it work.
Oh, it's not
99. Okay.
Okay.
Card becomes mental. Okay, that's cool.
That's nice. We like that. You could slap a big one in there. +1 if cards. Oh, actually, yeah, you could put a big
Yeah.
one in there and then use that 5 with the +1.
Definitely. I think the 12 isn't gonna matter anywhere else more than it's gonna matter here, so that's fine. Okay, so now we're gonna do a 3, 4, 5, 6. Except for that. Okay, well, if that's the case, then actually we're gonna do...
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. We're all
still gonna get it.
Yeah, we're perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I'm overthinking this.
We've got blues in a wild, so we're gonna get it like right away.
Okay, we're fine. We're fine.
We're great. We probably have one more challenge after this.
Rule of threes and all that.
Yep.
You argue that the success of the Vertumna project in leaving Earth shows that you've learned from your mistakes. Maybe humanity as a whole wasn't able to change trajectory back on Earth, but the colony self-selected those that could. Noctilucent listens to all this, looking a little more convinced.
Have you learned anything from living here, though?
They ask.
Can you even coexist with this planet's native wildlife?
Of course.
Animal challenge!
Okay.
And our animals are max.
Yeah.
So. Oh, I got a lot of
Sorry,
wilds.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I was trying to decide whether I wanted to get rid of all the yellow cards right now, but I think it's fine to.
I think you'll be. Oh.
Well, sure.
Now we get rid of the yellow cards. That's not great. I don't like that.
Fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It
Look,
sucks.
it sucks, but yeah. 3, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah.
Or I guess I could just go.
I guess you could do 6, 7. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Wait, this is good.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm just gonna give it a.
Cool.
Okay.
Much better place to be. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That's minus to red cards, but that's fine.
I know, but
okay.
like.
It doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm still trying to play the game like from 20 episodes ago.
It's the dang fidget spinner really does change the video game,
Yes!
like pretty fundamentally.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. Because otherwise, this is I just want to be clear. This is an incredibly difficult challenge.
Yes.
But
we kind of didn't think about
the
it.
fidget spinner really does kind of break the game. I say with love.
Oh, but we did it. Wow, we did it. Okay.
Noctilucent seems impressed.
You've learned all that in 10 years? It seems you aren't completely ignorant. Very well.
Admittedly, it was a fidget spinner, one skill challenge, and also maxed out animals. That does help, yeah.
Yes, we put the work
Yeah,
in.
we know our wildlife.
Yeah.
Very well.
They say, motioning for their army to stand down.
You have argued your case and shown you can adapt to your surroundings.
And the new terms are?
The Overseer has agreed to grant the humans reproductive autonomy and limited expansion within your ecological niche.
Noctilucent offers.
Additionally, the gardeners will ensure the continued health of this valley, fertile soil, clean water, favorable animal migration patterns, and so on.
So they're still going to provide us with the resources we need, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Behind you, colonists are beginning to carefully come forward to listen, murmuring in wonder.
We're like the fucking hero of the colony.
Yeah.
Like, this is huge.
Well, we're also effectively like the prophet communicating with God.
Yes.
Like, to a certain extent. Yeah.
Yeah, like the fact that we're spearheading this negotiation is pretty huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To be clear,
Noctilucent continues.
there will be no hunting, clearing, mining, or expanding beyond the valley. Humanity must live in harmony with nature rather than attempt to control it.
Noctilucent adds.
You will come to understand that you do not stand above the needs of the planet.
Your mom comes up beside you and puts her hand on your shoulder.
It's what we've wanted this whole time.
She says in disbelief.
When we left Earth, this is everything we dreamed it could be.
But the Helios arrived on a military mission, carrying their burdens from Earth, and may resent any deal with the gardeners. This decision may not be popular, but it will give humanity a chance at peace.
Yeah, honestly, what the gardeners are offering is what the Helios wanted to begin with.
Yeah.
They were like...
Well, not the Helios, the Stratos.
Sorry, the Stratos. That's what I mean. The Stratos.
Full on, that's what they wanted.
They just wanted to, like, live in peace and just sort of be self-sustaining and kind of small, small footprint kind of situation, and yeah, just be able to grow and have some culture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
A true peace. We agree to your terms?
We agree to your terms.
The animals surrounding the colony begin to filter back into the trees, disappearing into the gloom of the late glow wilderness. Your knees buckle. You feel like you could sleep for a week.
Oh.
All around you, you hear people crying in relief, maybe, or fear. I mean, their whole world view just got rocked.
Yeah.
Like, just.
Like, surprise, surprise, you've been on an intelligent planet
this whole time. Yeah, and also you are the playthings in the hand of a much more powerful entity.
Yes. Yikes.
God is real, and it doesn't particularly like you.
Doesn't really like
you.
That's so true.
Tears pour down your face unbidden as the colony comes out to clamor around you. Many are smiling, and some look numb and scared. Some look angry. It hasn't sunk in yet, even as you're hoisted onto someone's shoulders and paraded back to the colony. You did it. You won.
We did it!
And we came really close to getting, like, some really bad endings. So
wow.
it is unbelievable how successful this has been.
Honestly, for our first run, I feel really good
freaking
about
wild,
this.
Unbelievable.
And, like,
10 out of 10.
Most of it was just our own, like, doing. You know what I mean? I say our own, but, like, I know
your
played
own
this
doing
before.
for the most part.
Yeah, wow, holy shit.
I directed.
Thanks.
Look, I think this has been actually a perfect encapsulation of the type of things I directed. I directed us to go do the congruence thing because it's useful, but also because we had spare time. You've directed every actual real choice in the game.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm really happy. I'm super pleased with this outcome.
The party continues well into the night, and for a few days after that as well, until the sun rises above the horizon once again.
What about the thing that was going to happen on the hill?
I don't know what to tell you. It should have happened when we went, and I fundamentally don't understand why it didn't. I'm going to be straight up, because I have done that. I know what that is, and it should have happened. I don't know why it didn't happen.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
That's why I made the save, because I thought we were set.
What the fuck? Okay.
I genuinely don't know why that happened.
We're gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah.
Okay, because I want to know what that was. I thought that was a plot event. I thought
it
that
is,
was.
but
what?
It's an ending.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's an ending associated with that event. I don't know why we didn't get it. I thought we should have
everything. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it just said, but not yet. Like.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Okay, let's continue.
Like I said, I don't know why it didn't work.
Wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
It begins to set in that the colony will never again see another monster attack, or famine, or plague. Most people think this sounds pretty good. The others are soundly overruled for now. As for you, now you can focus on just being your best self without worrying about day-to-day survival. That relief carries you on through until quiet breaks into the new year. Your 20th birthday.
We're 20. We're no longer a teenage exocolonist. We're just an exocolonist.
You turn 20 amidst a time of tremendous joy and unity in the colony. You aren't a teenager anymore, so you guess that makes you an adult. Though in many ways, you've already been one for a long time. You step out onto the balcony to greet the new day and start the rest of your life on Vertumna.
And that's it.
Well, let's see what ending we get. You reached your 20th birthday.
Oh. It's us.
It's us.
Yeah.
Got merchant. I guess because we worked in the
like
the Kudo store so much.
Wow. It's the song.
Yeah, it's Dis's song.
Oh.
You've always loved the smell of freshly nano-printed goods, the look of the shelves overflowing with things for sale. You associate it with abundance, the comfort of knowing that everyone's needs will be met. After years of lobbying from you and Mars, Kudos takes over as full currency. People of all ages enjoy being able to buy things for themselves as a treat. The colony eventually outgrows its small supply depot, and you start your own commercial endeavor. You run a little grocery store.
Oh, we can't do that.
Because our rebellion is so high, you run a nanoprint shop.
Okay.
As the depot's nanoprinters break down and are discarded, you collect the pieces for a few kudos here and there, and pay an engineer to painstakingly reassemble them into one mostly functional printer. The goods you create with it are always quirky, The raw materials you feed it, vertumnus crystals and obsidian rather than aluminum or iron, produce oddly organic results.
Oh, cool.
Brittle and beautiful. Your household goods are appliances, and appliances are more like unique pieces of art. Sometimes they even work, too. But what about?
What else? Oh,
Dis is a hard person to love, but once he lets you in, he's by your side for life.
Oh.
Dis is instrumental in the colony's transition to Gardener authority. Together, the two of you provide an example of fearless submission to the forces of nature. Dis actually talks to people about everything he's seen in the wild, the incredible and the horrifying, and champions the idea of being part of it, not in control of it. The idea that peace with nature involves cooperation and compromise, not subjugation, is unpopular. But being unpopular has never stopped Dis before. Once you've put in the work to get past Dis's defenses, he proves to love you with the same single-minded obsessiveness with which he loves Vertumna.
Aww.
It's a little overwhelming at times, honestly. He's very intense, and after growing up an outcast, he can often seem dependent on your attention. You're one of the only people he's ever truly loved, and felt like he was loved in return. Deprived of it for so long, his hunger for it is bottomless, to the point of self-destruction. It's something that you keep revisiting during your relationship, but never to the point of breaking up. You are a bit of an odd bird yourself, and you have your own jagged edges that only Dis can soothe. After all, who else would believe that you're stuck in a time loop?
Yeah. Did it scroll up?
There we go.
Oh.
Dis continues his work as an ambassador for the gardenership for many decades, until one day, he announces he's leaving. In recognition of his lifetime of service to the planet, the Overseer has extended an offer to make Dis a gardener.
Holy shit. Okay, so instead of like dying, he's like, all right, I'm gonna go
I'll
assimilate.
join the planet, yeah.
Whoa.
It's
Holy
a bitter,
shit.
yeah, no kidding.
Holy shit.
It's a bittersweet day for you, tempered only by the knowledge that he'll be in a better place, and that he'll always be watching over you. Literally. He's made a lot of friends since his loner years, and his ascendance to gardenerhood is celebrated across the colony, even by tangent, having long reconciled their differences.
Aww.
For years afterward, people report seeing strangely docile animals approach the colony, watch for a few hours, and then slip away into the forest. It's a comfort knowing Dis will always be out there somewhere.
Oh. Wow. So he did get that. Okay.
Yeah, I guess
But
it's what
in
he
like
wanted.
it's what he wanted, and it happened in kind of like a peaceful way. It wasn't in a state of like
He wasn't running away.
running away. Yes, he's still like stuck with the colony and with us and with like humans, and like strived really hard to bridge that gap
And made things better.
and made things
While he
better.
could,
Yeah, and then in doing that, was recognized for his work, and yeah. Oh.
Symbiosis, the bridge between two peoples. Undying, never aging, ever patient Sim remains one of your closest confidants.
Oh.
For a few years, it's quite common to see gardeners moving around the colony in various forms,
Oh.
teaching the humans about the history of Vertumna and how to live in harmony with the land. Sim is one of them, of course, and the only one who doesn't treat you like some kind of curiosity in a zoo. After a few years, the other gardeners leave humanity to figure things out on their own. Sim stays on to act as an emissary, and moves into the colony to live with you full time. You, specifically.
Oh.
You move into a gardener-like abode where Sim can form a connection with the array, glowing pool and all. It's an odd roommate situation, prone to some sitcom-level hijinks as you work out the finer details of sharing your space with an alien, but your friendship helps him acclimate to living in the colony. You and Sim enjoy the bachelor life for a few years, becoming better friends through your many domestic miscommunications.
Is this I'm trying to figure out, is this post Dis leaving?
Probably,
I'm assuming?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He's a good roommate, though a little dense when it comes to picking up when you want some private time, please, Sim. Though a few brave souls try, Sim never bonds with anyone in the colony in a romantic sense, but instead cultivates many new friendships. You think Sim enjoys living in the colony, but he never quite fits in. He reincarnates a few times into forms that look more human, but he also once famously returns to the colony as a swarm of heckle bees just to prove a point about how gardener consciousness transcends form. unnerving, but that's some for you.
It's kind of weird that the music is gone now.
Yep. Because we've been reading. And I can't do the thing where it's in ambient silence.
Yeah, we can't re-trigger it or something. Yeah.
Ah, the indomitable Marzipan. That's Governor Marzipan to you. Mars learns from her flirtation with capitalism and, true to her word, abandons her plans to turn kudos. Oh, well, we got a contradiction here, but that's okay. It's all right. Ignore that. Ignore the contradiction. Ignores her plan to turn kudos into true currency. She wants to raise everyone's standard of living together, not to create a luxurious nouveau riche on Vertumna. Steering the colony under gardenership requires a calm hand. Mars initially chafes at the idea that she can't build the beautiful metropolis of her dreams. However, with much of the external pressures taken off the colony, Vertumna already is paradise. Few people need to labor for subsistence anymore, so you can devote themselves to the arts.
That's what we were saying.
Exactly.
Yep.
Just as Mars had hoped, peace brings an unprecedented time of cultural growth, and eventually the luxury she craves. Just a little different than she imagined. As for her love life, Mars is never really one to settle down for the long term. She enjoys a string of lovers. Tangent, Utopia, Rex again. A number of people with the heliopause. Everyone wants her. Nobody can cage her.
She got with Tangent, Utopia, and Rex.
That's an impressive lineup. She does eventually have one child, just for the novelty. She enjoys being the center of attention while carrying a surrogate pregnancy, but enjoys being the child's wealthy, generous Auntie Marzipan even more. Mars remains surrounded by as much luxury as one could expect of on an exoplanet, and though she complains about wanting more, she never seems anything less than happy about her life.
Aww.
Hey, Tang.
Hey, Tang.
Chief Engineer Tangent has a nice ring to it. It always seemed like Tangent's life was laid out for her. Work hard, discover amazing things, and eventually replace Instance as Chief Engineer. However, after only a year on the council, Tangent surprises everyone by stepping down. Instead, she contents herself with being a regular researcher, quietly pushing the boundaries of medical science and having a hand in every major discovery. She trains up new researchers in every discipline, passing on everything she learned from Instance and everything since. It's an unremarkable life for someone as impossibly promising as Tangent, but she seems happy. She smiles more often and has more time to spend with you, and gets more than enough sleep every night. Her love life remains fairly private, though she's not as frigid as she always claimed. You hear from the colony gossips that she carries on with a string of casual relationships, most with other scientists, mostly women, and Mars, as we learned.
And Mars, yep.
She donates genetic material to a number of children, but doesn't choose to raise any of her own. She's quite picky about the genetic enhancements, obsessing over any markers of anxiety or depression that run in her family, but ultimately her children grow up healthy in loving families far removed from Tang's own childhood. It's a bittersweet reminder for her. To that point, I think we can conclude that her mother and Dis's mother suffered from depression.
Yeah.
And that's.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, even with genetic alteration, the human body was not made to withstand long periods without sleep. And Tangent's willful negligence in taking care of herself certainly doesn't help. She develops a heart condition in her early 60s that outpaces the healing capacity of the med beds, and it eventually takes her life.
Aw, Tang. Aww.
Your parents get to see their pioneer dreams come true. With the force bursting with food, they're both able to lay down the burden of feeding the entire colony. They still work in geoponics, but recreationally. Your dad cultivating dizzy weed and hops. Your mom working on her personal garden of earth plants.
Aww.
Now that the gardeners are keeping an eye on the colony, too, her earth plants flourish without threatening to be taken over by local flora. They live long, happy lives, and you eventually return them both to the soil that they love so much. They'll always be with you, in the ground you walk on, in the trees that give you shade, and in the cycle of life that sustains you. You're Hopeye, a good companion, but no longer a replacement for its own species. When a herd of Hopeye roam close enough to the colony, you release it back into the wild. And a few years later, you're greeted one morning by a whole litter of Hop-Eye kittens outside your door, and Optimus Prime proudly showing off their family.
Aww.
Your Riki grows from the size of a small dog to the size of a bear, becoming more and more unwieldy and more terrifying to small children. Before the council can force you to do anything about your arachnid octopus friend, Squidly Peterson just disappears. You look everywhere in the colony for it, but your answer comes from outside the wall. A new Riki nursery tree.
Yeah.
Soon the colony is host to many curious Riki pups who call your Squidly Peterson home.
Oh, Squidly Peterson went and became a tree.
Yeah, as is right and good.
Yep.
And in my later years,
Aw.
the days turn to months, eventually years, then decades. And before you know it, you're old. You live in harmony with nature. Living under the gardeners, lovingly tended like any of the other species in their garden, is like a paradise. The trees are heavy with fruit, the weather is mild, and the colony is unbothered by larger xenofauna that once menaced the colony. You even see faceless ones sometimes, sitting in the clearings like inert sentinels, their broad, mossy bodies home to clusters of small animals.
They're just big animals. Just around. Yeah. Wow.
Well,
around.
they were clones, but they're not needed anymore,
Yeah.
so they're just kind of,
We're here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Over the years, a few dissenting groups refuse to believe that the entire planet is off limits to humans. In the spirit of human expansion, they break off from the colony in search of somewhere outside the gardener's influence. Some return, chastised, but others never do. Pruned, just like any invasive weed. The surveyors work exhaustively to map the boundaries of the human territory, and the scientists and engineers work on countless simulations to test its carrying capacity. Within a few years, you have concrete numbers about how many humans can live comfortably within while still maintaining equilibrium with the planet. Blah. Mother Vertumna is generous, and humanity flourishes. There's more than enough space to live, and for future generations to enjoy as well.
Oh.
You do so well, in fact, that a gardener emissary comes to you with an offer. A second human territory.
Oh.
It's a show of trust, but also a chance to prove your worth by helping keep down the population of the stubborn but delicious invasive mollusk. They prepared a proto-colony, and take 100 humans to begin their new lives as a seaside community. You're sad to see them go, but it's a great sign of the future of humanity on Vertumna. Vertumna is your home now, and you've made it a good one. You die at a ripe old age, surrounded by loved ones. In the moment of your death, as your brain cells fizzle out one by one and shut down forever, a vision swims in your mind's eye. Is that a person?
Ooh, is that us?
They seem so familiar. You feel like you know them so well. Oh, it's you. Only ancient. Their arms are covered with so many data bands, so many lifetimes of knowledge.
Whoa, hi.
The ancient you speaks without moving their mouth, not in words, but in something like pictures. Still, you understand. They greet you with a love you can feel suffuse your entire soul.
Whoa. You did well,
they say.
It's not easy to make someone put aside their ego and surrender to a greater power. Humans have tried before, and it hasn't always been pretty.
Their hand rests on your shoulder.
I hope you can manage to do it again, because you're not done yet.
I lived my best life. I could have done better. Well, I tried.
I tried. I don't know. But they also lived a pretty great life, it seems like.
Yeah. Whichever one you'd prefer.
Well, I tried. There was a girl. We were young together. Tammy, with the cotton candy hair. Such a shame to see a life snuffed out so young.
They give you a look, as if to say you were somehow responsible for this. Wait, were you? Could you have saved her?
We have a chance to take another path, to change the way our life turned out.
They reach out a hand.
Come with me.
Go with them.
Whoa.
And thus ends our first life.
Whoa. Start with your new life. Whoa. Oh, we got Sim on there too. It looks like
It's interesting.
I think.
Yeah, that does appear to be Sim.
I think. Yeah.
Although we
Oh.
didn't really romance Sim this line.
Not quite.
We got close. We probably could have.
We got close, and then we ended up with, and they were roommates.
Yeah. The truth of the matter is that if instead of doing the engineering, the robotics thing with congruence, we had spent the final 3 months just power leveling our relationship with Sim, as you joked we could have. We probably could have romanced him.
We probably would have ended up in a relationship with him post dis, it seems like,
or some
Epilogue.
Some complication of that. We
Got
probably
it.
could have.
Got
we were very close.
Or with dis or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we still lived our life with both of them.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That was so interesting. That was so good. This game is incredible.
This game is straight up, like, I think I said it to you outside of a recording, but this is like maybe one of my games like of the decade. I realize the decade's not that far in right now, but like I don't know if I've ever played a game that impresses me as thoroughly and consistently as this game does.
It's kind of out of this world.
It's out of this world. It's like when I was a kid, this is what I dreamed games could be. This reactive, this like thoughtful, and human, and I just love it. I love it so much.
It's so well written. It does everything. Like, it doesn't really have anything going on that I feel like is bad or a flaw, or like something that I would want to change.
No.
Truly. It's kind of a perfect game. And now we get to go and start over. Like, this is one of I don't know how many endings.
However many. Oh gosh, yeah. There's lots of endings.
Yeah, and it feels like a game. Like, they do a good job of saying, "Hey, go play it again," because they literally tell you at the end, "All right, you're about to be reincarnated now. Let's go." Like,
I mean, again, usually this was a very, very successful first loop. Usually, you like, to be honest, the endings of this game are typically kind of dire.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying like bad endings is like the idea of a bad ending, but they're very melancholic.
Yeah.
And
Ooh,
so usually
Jesus.
it's like,
Sorry.
you did okay, I guess. Do you want to try again?
Yes.
But this one was very positive. It was like, you did pretty well, actually. This is great. You did well to find a solution. Good on you. You want to go save Tammy?
Yeah, that's the one thing, I guess. Yeah, I can imagine having like you said, more dire endings definitely sets it up to make you really want to go back and play again. Because you're like, oh shit, yeah, if I could probably have done something to solve this. Like, I mean, Tammy's an obvious answer because Tammy's the only one that we need to fix, in that, like, we clearly know what the answer is for that. And I imagine for other things that we fixed along the way, like, you know, we would have discovered what their fix was post the tragedy, you know, like post our dad potentially dying or stuff like that. I don't know, like, you know, if our dad had died, but then we went and explored and we discovered, oh, this is like where all the pollen, you know, and discovered the pollen thing post.
Maybe.
I don't know if that can happen.
If you happen to, like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, as an
sometimes
example,
you find answers and sometimes you don't.
Yeah. Okay.
Just straight up, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get an answer for what the wormhole meat was.
I don't want to say that it was bugged because I don't think that's necessarily accurate, but I do not understand why it didn't work.
Like, something was supposed to happen there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's gonna kill me. We gotta go and play through the whole game to get there. Oh, man. I also, in the vision, I also want to go to the cottage at some point, too. I think we do that next time. Like, whenever we're going through that section, which is like later in the game. I think that's also like 17 or 18.
Yeah. And then like my thing is, if we play this game again, I have played this game a number of times and I have never ever befriended an enemy. So I'd love to do that. I don't know what her deal is. I have no idea what's going on with an enemy.
Yeah, it sucks because I kind of like ended up feeling I was completely uninterested this whole run in figuring out what an enemy had going on.
Because I don't like siding with the heliopause, but but because of that, it's sort of like that whole like how people talk about Dragon Age, where they're like, this time I'm going to romance someone else, and then you end up doing the same thing. Like that's kind of how I feel in this game, where it's like I can't not be drawn to Dis and Sem and Mars and Tang. Like it's that group is like my core group in this game because I just adore them.
Because the other ones, if I'm to be frank, they feel a little more extreme. I mean, I guess I mostly mean Anemone and Cal, but we don't know that necessarily. Like we just, I mean, well, we kind of do, but also I would love to understand why. You know?
Yeah.
And yeah, I just. I mean, there's
Tang's
also
pretty
Vase.
extreme too.
Yeah, Tang's pretty extreme too.
I don't know what Vase's deal is.
Is that somebody? He just has rancid vibes.
Yeah,
like, I don't. Really...
I don't terribly want to know or be friends with him, but you know,
it might be useful. But yeah, I want to know. I want to know these other people in our colony. I would if we can save Tammy. Like, oh my gosh, I just like this game. The writing is just absolutely. I just want to go back to singing its praises. Like the writing is incredible. The art is like unendingly top notch, like start to finish. Like everything is so polished and beautiful. Like it's just so amazing. The representation is fantastic. It makes me so happy. And like there's just it just does it all. Like and it's good world building. Like it's good world building. It's very clever in how they have constructed this world and how they frame it in how you can interact with it or not interact with it, I suppose. And I love it so much. Wow.
It's brilliant.
Yeah. Absolutely brilliant game.
And it seems like there's unending layers. You can play this game like 15 times and still be scratching off new experiences and encounters and viewpoints.
Yes. And I love our boys. Like,
I know. I love the characters in this game.
Yeah. And I agree with you. I really like Dis and Sim. Like I can totally see how Dis can put people off and like because he's kind of designed like that. He's designed to push people away. But I'm really glad that we got to know him, even though it was pretty natural, like just in our choices in exploring and everything. So good. It's kind of funny that we became a merchant.
I will say, I think
I was not expecting
the job system at the end is a little bit broken. It makes more sense if you get one of the like the ending we got, I would call a central ending.
Okay. Meaning
that it requires pulling from a lot of the different branches of the game all into a central focus. That sort of crosses over. It's like the thing that I said, there's a bunch of timers on the Vertimnalia.
Yeah.
But we overrode those.
Yeah.
This is an overriding ending that sort of replaces all other things. But if you're leaning into one of the either character-drawn endings or other directions, I think the jobs start to make a little more sense.
Got it.
But for something like this, it's nonsense. It's not only nonsense, it contradicted an actual plot development.
Yeah, but I thought we would be like in a... I don't know.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah, I thought we would be more involved with the gardeners.
That was done 100% just because, due to the secret fun times clubs, we spent so much time in the depot. Like it's.
Yeah.
Point being, it works more for endings unlike the one we did.
Sure. Okay.
We got what I would call like a double special ending, effectively.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. To that end, the future of this, because I think this playthrough has come to an end naturally here on YouTube. I think it's incredibly very likely that we're going to continue playing this game over on our Twitch as live stream, because this game is going to require multiple replays. And that's not to say they won't end up on YouTube here, but you can check us out on Twitch and watch us play this game in the future and start some new runs and explore some new avenues and ways of playing. some new characters. I really want to.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say it.
I'm not done playing. This game is kind of funny. I want this to just be background noise in my life for as long as possible. Like, I just want to keep playing this game, like, forever. So
100%.
I am super down to continue this on Twitch. And I'm so glad that we got to play this here because I've loved it.
Me too. And, sorry, just one more housekeeping thing. I just want to mention that we do announce when our streams are on Twitter. So if you just keep an eye on our Twitter, on our social media, you'll see whenever we're planning a stream for this. We'll let it be known over there. And otherwise, VODs will probably make it over to YouTube. But yeah, you can follow us on twitch.tv/ShortOneGaming. I'm sorry, I'm going to do a plug. I know I never plug.
It's solid. I've been smiling over here because I'm like, you go for it.
I never
believe
plug.
in you. Powerful.
Not at least not in our playthroughs like this. So but yes, I just want to let y'all know, because we're going to keep playing it if you want to watch and participate. Because I love this so much, and I know this is like one of your favorite games of all time. We're not going to stop playing it, and I can't wait to start our new life.
Me neither. It's great because now my team at work gets to be even more annoyed that I never stop bringing this game up. Thank you all so much for joining us. We are excited to have been able to play through this together, and we're excited about the future. So thank you for joining us. And I was a Teenage Exocolonist.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you next time, folks. Thank you so much.
See you then.
Bye.